it was weird because I found that I couldn't write in the chaos of Boogie Nights coming out. I mean, I just couldn't. I think I just wanted to make another movie right away because I was scared about expectations. And I thought I could cut them off at the pass if I just went right away and made another one. And as it started to die out, I started to write. So anyway, I wrote for 8 months. And the reality is that the majority of the writing really happened in the last 2 weeks. I went to Bill Macy's cabin in Vermont for a week, which is the middle of fucking nowhere. And that was really fantastic. And there was a snake outside the cabin. So, and this is true, I was really scared to leave. So it really kept me in the cabin for 1 week. And I wrote, I just wrote. And I mean, it was really like ironing. Richard LaGravenese has always described sort of writing as like, if you're ironing a shirt, you go a little bit and then you go a little bit more, you know, over the same section again, but down a little bit more and then down a little bit more. And that's kind of what it was like. And in those 2 weeks, it was just like, if I'm probably more, I'm more nervous about directing this movie than Sydney or Boogie Nights, because I can just feel the sort of just little precarious balancing of scenes and how long they are, and I'm not articulating this very well, but I'm very nervous as a director on this movie, really. The focus that this movie has on like these older guys, you know, the Peter Finch character and the William Holden character, and maybe sort of templates for me and for sort of Earl Jimmy kind of guys, you know, these sort of old classic kind of TV guys and kind of losing a grip on their shit, you know, and what's going on with them. And that's a kind of a great thing to hang on to. And then, of course, photographically, there's just a ton to steal. Owen Royce. In terms of sort of cold stuff sort of playing with warm, cold stuff playing with warm again, and on and on and on and on. And this is, and just script-wise, this is probably the best movie we're going to have. Patty Chayefsky, this is probably top 5 best screenplays ever, probably. So.
Did you get nominated for this or win?
Nominated and won. I think Peter Finch won, definitely won. And I want to say...
Roisman was nominated, didn't win.
I want to say that Peter Finch won, too. Oh, I said that. I said that already, but and Patty Chayefsky won.
Holden might have been nominated, maybe?
No, I want to say that Faye Dunaway won, actually. I think this is actually one of her best performances, too. And obviously Robert Duvall, too, so... But everybody's in this movie. But really, think about Jimmy and Earl, too, a lot when you see this movie. And that's, anyway, there's more to say, but let's just watch. So,
because there's so many stories in Magnolia. You know,
they have to be the
6
same.
Stories. It have to be the same.
Mm-hmm.
So you want them to all feel the same all the way through from one to the other.
Absolutely.
So there's a continuity.
So it's one story. So you're not watching like piece. It all has to be one connection. You're watching one story, and you feel like if one piece was missing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out how many stories there really were, and I guess it's 9 main characters.
Yeah, 9 I heard you say.
That was fucking DeLuca who said 6 stories. And I was like, I'm trying to make one story, you know? So.
Wasn't a settle ask for a rewrite or anything? That wasn't.
No.
It's gonna.
No. You know why? Final cut. It's a scary thing to give to a guy like me. All right, Ordinary People on Wednesday. Okay. And action.
Action car.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Good. Cut. Let's keep rolling. Keep rolling. Keep rolling. Keep rolling.
Again, and I'll say it up because everyone hasn't always heard this. When the frogs start, there's no rain. There's absolutely no rain.
Only wet downs.
It's rain stops, frogs start, frogs end. There's no... I like that.
5 extra points.
Well, give me a date.
It would just be, Paul,
Yeah.
we were talking about, but you were saying in Earl's house, you wanted maybe the clip of the game show.
Yeah.
If we could do it. What they're saying is by this date we're in Earl's house, it's going to be raw wood.
Yeah. I wish I could shoot the game show first. And right now I'll shoot the game show third. Because what I'll do is I'll do Frank's section, because I gotta get Tom out. And I also have to get Julianne out, because she's going to London to do a movie. But it works well, and it would have happened anyway, because Frank's story blends into Earl's story, which of course blends into the Earl Phil story, which blends into Linda. So I'll be able to keep that completely in order. Frank's stuff will be all in order. It'll lead us into Earl's house, where Earl and Phil will start with their last 3 scenes, but they're very sort of calm and silent, so I think it's okay for them. And then I'll backtrack and start the Earl Linda stuff and go Earl's house in order and take us up to Linda's, do 3 days of Linda's meltdown. So I'll be doing the characters kind of out of order in terms of who sort of comes into the movie first and this kind of thing. But once I'm in their stories, I'll be doing them in order.
Flies in on cue.
Yeah.
So the question is, so what do we see first? How does it first presented to us?
How the fuck do I start doing this? What are we doing? Okay, so I'm gonna watch my language from now on, kids. Okay? I'm gonna try and stop. How you doing? I'm great. Good to see you. How you doing? Okay, so here's the deal. I've been lazy, or I haven't been lazy, but I've been going nuts. And what I have to do, I have still yet to do, is write the game show in its entirety. I promise by Tuesday I will have it done. Because what we're going to do when we do this game show is we're going to rehearse it top to bottom, right? The whole thing, top to bottom. And we're actually going to shoot a live video game show. Do you know what I mean? Not the movie camera, you know what I mean? But like what the real What Do Kids Know program would be seeing. So we do a whole day rehearsals with our lighting cues and the What Do Kids Know stuff and your panel turns, and it's like the kids, da 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 da, the adults, da 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 da. And we're gonna just rehearse it and then shoot it on videotape, right? Once we get that done, then we start doing the movie sections of it, the real 35mm stuff, where it's like, okay, there's all these close-ups over here of Stanley, Richard, and Julia, and there's the stuff of the adults and Jimmy's stuff, right? So that's kind of how we're gonna do it. But to do that, I need to write the game show as a whole.
Kids in the lead, and they get a chance to pull further and further ahead with the following secret bonus musical question. I will read you a line from an opera, and you are to tell me you are to give me the same line from in the opera from which in the same language in which the opera was originally written. And for a bonus 25, you can sing it if you want to. Here's the line. Love is a rebellious bird that nobody can tame, and it's all in vain to call it if it chooses to refuse.
Well, that was in French, and that was in the opera Carmen. And that goes, L'amour est un oiseau rebelle que nous ne pouvons apprivoiser. Et c'est vrai, on va qu'on l'appelle celui qu'on vient de refuser.
Woohoo! Unbelievable! Unbelievable! Unbelievable!
Gino, just so we're clear here, Grip Electric, Friday, go downtown to park until Tuesday, correct?
Everything does unless
Everything is moving on Friday night, other than probably wardrobe.
party and props also, if possible. We'll talk.
It's all to do with we're not having drivers working on Monday because we basically, all the crew, and this is, if you work it and you don't ask me, I'm not fucking paying it, are not working on Monday. The reason being is we're shooting Saturday, which is the 5th day, and we're also shooting a 6th day. And I don't want to get into something whether you're coming to me saying it's the 7th day. So it's crucial that next Monday everyone's off unless it truly is approved by me. We know about you, obviously, from a rigging point of view.
Let's make a movie.
No, I mean, is there anything else that... I mean, is there other questions? Because this is obviously the last meeting we're going to have before.
This is about Thursday.
Yes.
Are you starting
I hate pre-production. I fucking hate it. I will be a calmer, wonderful, gentle, beautiful person come fucking Thursday. Come Tuesday. It's like, I'm off and away. I'm off and away. Just get me in the fucking boat, you know. There's not enough talk of building the boat. The boat, you know, it's gonna be fine. We just have to do it now.
Okay, locked up. Quiet, please.
So, this is the first shot of this movie that I think we should all unashamedly try and make a great movie. And don't apologize. Let's just try and make a really, really, really fantastic movie. Because there's no shame in that. Okay?
Okay.
Great. So we'll just do this. Ready?
Okay.
Everybody's going on action, right, Adam?
This is 165. 165.
Here we go. Standing by. And rolling.
Ready? And action! Cut!
Is that what? I thought they had a value. Yeah, no, that was right.
Resetting.
Go again.
First he was saying that he'd written, he was going to do something really fast. He wanted to get a group of friends together and he was going to write something and we were just going to knock it off, like do it really, really fast. And just, you know, a bunch of people and people in the valley and it was just going to go, you know, bang, bang, bang. And then he was writing it and writing it. And he said, I'm going to get the script. I'm going to get the script here. And then it was a while, you know, it was a lot later than I think he thought. And it wasn't just like a knockoff kind of piece, it was a big piece. I thought it was incredibly brave because one of the things that I think is so great about Paul and so wonderful about him is his humanity and how emotional he is. There aren't many people who have the desire or the I don't know, the bravery you need to be that emotional. You know, Paul does that. I mean, he really goes there. And it also was a clearly very personal film. You know, I mean, it really had, you know, was dealing with issues about death and cancer and things that, you know, all those things that he'd been going through. People, you know, that's what I thought was such a standout about the movie. That it was grand and, you know, hugely emotional, but really personal.
Look at all these frogs, Julie.
I know. I was just thinking about that. Man, you got a lot of stuff to do with the frogs, huh?
Yes, I
So
do.
how does it work at the end of? Do you end up doing, like at the end of everybody's piece? Do you do like a little frog piece kind of? Is that how it ends up working in the schedule?
I think it's actually kind of. I think it's kind of
messy.
messy. Sometimes I think you go from acting one day to frogs, the next day to acting again. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's pretty messy all the way around.
There's a bunch of shots which have never really ever been addressed in terms of frogs. That's all I care about.
They would do them all.
Because Alan wanted to do all of them.
Wait, all of what?
All the
all
frogs
the
on the ground.
ground.
All the dressing.
When did that happen?
No, that was
That's been
wait.
recent Joe Lettieri's thoughts on it.
Wait, what happened to you dress in small select areas?
right.
I want Dylan to tell me the thing.
All right,
You
well,
tell me the thing. Nobody else, please, no one else. Just one thing. No, just so not everyone's talking at me. Just if you know what this new thing is, tell me.
I do know,
Tell me.
and this
Okay.
is part of coming here today. There are 2 or 3 separate discussions. One is Joe Lettieri and everybody up there has sort of reevaluated. He said if at all there are moving frogs, it is best for him to do everything on the ground. The things that they would like us to do, Steve Johnson, XFX-wise, is anything that is on a car or something moving within the frame, because that's expensive and hard to track.
Okay.
So we will dress in Steve Johnson frogs on cars that move. Right? Stop me when I'm wrong.
Joe's here.
There's
Right,
Joe.
just stop him when he's
Okay,
wrong.
so that's subject number one. Subject number two is this whole thing of how to get the budget down. That's one thing. Subject number three is all these shots of the next morning, the aftermath, dressing in. It is a day look. It's a whole different thing than we've done up to this point.
Looking at the script, it's like,
Okay, well, just wait 1 second.
Right? So that's subject number three. That has to also be discussed about who does what, and there are three options in that.
Which we'll do it now and we'll do it stage.
No, and it wasn't, all this information wasn't meant to be sprung on you this way, and obviously no decisions have been made, but
Exactly, it's determined.
When was this known?
a couple days ago.
Let's go. Ready and action.
Lady! Lady! Here we go! Lady?
Touch your face. Push her again and touch your face, man.
Prepare a list for what you need before you sign away the deed, 'cause it's not going to stop. It's not going to stop.
Oh, whatever she says.
She says 4. Just, you know.
Yeah, 4.
Just prepare a list
Oh,
for
yeah.
what you need.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I
Alright.
figured that was, you know.
Yeah, do it that way. And then I'll keep rolling it through. It's not going to stop. It's not going to
Yeah.
stop. It's not going to stop. I'll probably leave you hanging for a little bit, but
Okay.
something like that. So if you feel any need to feel what the earwig feels like in your ear, just go ahead. If not,
But is this like a,
little-
just like for a transistor radio plug?
yeah.
thing?
Well, kind of. What we do is we put a loop of wire around the inside of the car, and this thing is just a little like it's
Play
like
with
a hearing
Pritchett.
aid.
I'm gonna go do this.
Plug in here? Okay.
Oh, here they are. There's a battery that goes inside it. It's not in there right yet. And then this fits in your ear kind of like this. Okay?
Okay.
Basically as far as it would go in your off-camera ear.
It's easier for me to underplay stuff, to pull it back, and so it was a real challenge to find a way to be really truthful and very emotional and huge, with huge things, with big outbursts and big gestures, and so it's operatic in a way. There's just big movements to it. So it's not. Sometimes you almost feel like it's melodrama rather than drama. But it has to be rooted in some type of a very, very earnest reality. Otherwise, it doesn't play. Then you don't care about them. So to try to take these operatic emotions and make them, real, has been challenging.
You should teach a class.
Do you think so?
Yes.
Yeah. That'd be boring.
Backyard. Copy? Move. Yeah, what's this?
I've got the pizza guy back here by the back patio. Can we actually send him around?
What's the schedule today? You saw it. We basically spent 8 hours shooting 7/8 of a page, then shot 3 2/8 of a page, 3 pages and 2/8 in 2 hours. So I guess we're back on schedule again.
You know what I mean? It's
So
like,
that was my idea.
so that's what I would like to
No,
find
that's-
something
yeah.
to do.
But
That's what I would. I'm sure you will, Phil. I'm sure it'll be a funny bit of business, maybe clicking the pen in the mouth.
People still talk about that. They're still talking about that 3 years later.
What if I were to do mouthwash or something over here? What if I were to brush my teeth?
Well, that's what I actually think that's it.
And you were to look into the lens?
Fuck, man. I think I should be packing up the shit on the tables or something.
You should be doing some kind of small,
Calming, settling,
silly work, you know. Oh, don't tape this. This is a study in ham and cheese and how you corral. Yeah, you could light a fire, Phil.
All of a sudden you cut to me, I'm like, and I'll like be dropping shit on the floor.
You can
Oh,
go
believe me,
into
though.
Phil Parmer's special.
Let me show you
like,
exactly how Phil will do
death
it.
routine.
It'll go like this. It'll be like
Some
the thing that
chimes and
the thing that you've decided to do is that he's gonna walk over to the cigar box and the little leather case there, and he's just gonna go like that with it. And here's how it'll go when Phil does it.
I can't wait to see this.
I'm sorry, Frank. I'm sorry. That was my Phil Hoffman impersonation.
That was pretty good, actually.
It's got such a heavy branch side through. Yeah. It's very stiff. That's the other ones are on lighter branches. I'm gonna explain it to you? Yeah. Okay. This weight bag drops. When it drops, it actually pulls open a hole in the top of the umbrella. So that hole is simulating a frog going through the top. And when it drops, it'll then become the frog coming down and hitting the breakaway glass table and falling right onto the ground. So this is our frog.
Let's run one more like that. Keep tape rolling. I do believe that's the one. You know, if you could make your movie 3 hours, 14 minutes, and 55 seconds long, this would work perfectly. Get a new line on the phone. Hey, I can get him to shorten it by 5 seconds. Please. Please. God, yes.
Frank. His name's Frank Knight.
Frank Mackey? What's your son?
It's not mine. Oh, God. Mine right there. Give me that. Give me that. Over there. I can't.
Put that color back up.
No,
Great. Oh. Damn it, let's shoot. I love it. I'm fucking.
I screwed up on that thing.
You didn't screw up at all.
He says, yeah. I said, yeah.
Oh, you
Fuck
said,
you.
Fuck do you know? Yeah, but then you got it back. Then you recovered.
What does he say to me after I leave?
I say, yeah, and he say, yeah, what the fuck do you know? And I go, I've seen this before.
Other assholes like me. There's no.
What does he say? I forgot the cue.
He say, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, what the
Yeah.
fuck do you know? And then I say, I've seen this before.
That's it. That's what
Yeah.
you say. I didn't. I
Asshole like me or
Motherfucking assholes like me.
One thing to watch, Jason, is keeping your arm movements sort of drifty.
Not specific in any way.
Exactly, not specific in any way. And sometimes you've been kind of throwing your weight into your hand. You know what I mean? And I don't think there's enough energy
Okay.
within the
The only
hand.
time the pain.
That's good.
you get
That
at,
is
yeah.
wonderful.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. But the hand movement
Wasted, yeah.
should be more sort of softer and more weighty. You know, that's the only thing.
Well, I have been ill I've been in the hospital for so long, and I just getting my strength back really. And Paul, he called me up and wanted me to read this, and it was sent to me, and he sent it to me, and he wanted me to think of this part, and I did, and I read it, and I was taken aback by it. But what drew me to it too is the fact that the guy that I'm playing is dying of cancer at home, and I just went through an experience in which the life or death thing was, for 9 weeks, was unknown, whether I would ever live or not. So, which fortunately I remember very little of. You're in a coma like that, you don't know. I lost 46 pounds, or almost 50 pounds. Just dropped all my body mass, everything. And but this somehow kept me alive, and it was sort of prophetic that I would be asked to do a guy going out in life, an older parent, you know, and. My daughter read it, who was in that film, and said, "You know, isn't it strange that would come along? It's something you can't turn down. I mean, you do, no matter. It's so fitting, and not that we are estranged. It wasn't that. It was that it was so right for me to do something like that and bring what I know to it. You know, that's what she meant, and my wife felt too the same. But it's shocking when you first read it. It's a very on the edge, tough script, and I'm sure a movie.
I think we shot yesterday 19,000 feet, and he printed 18,000 feet.
Oh, so he knows exactly what he wants.
That's what he tells me. But
was this the same on the others?
no, seems to be getting worse.
It's gone to his head.
I think he's trying to break the million mark.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Whatever that means.
That's probably why he wrote such a long script.
I'd be interested to know how many films made when they break the million mark if they do well.
Yeah, reading this.
Titanic probably shot a million.
Yeah, probably. What's the ratio on reading this?
We shot about 8, 7. So we're shooting about 2.5 times that.
Not bad.
Which is about $1.20 a foot. So we're spending about what, 25,000 a day.
Chicken.
That's actually what Paul said. He says it's the cheapest part about filmmaking. I'm like, it's 50,000 a week, and you shoot for 16 weeks. That's $800,000. I said at that point, it ain't chicken feed.
So have you done a projection to see how far over budget you're going to go?
Yeah,
What do you got so far?
about $500,000. I mean, on film.
Yeah.
Film could be $500,000.
Well, that's not so bad, is it? Really?
I'm telling you that now.
Well, it's sort of just about time, sort of in the nick of time, Jason Robards gets to act. Because it's been a lot of like little one-line bits, you know what I mean? I shouldn't say that because we did his death scene and that. Oh shit.
Probably. I
Here
never
comes
remember
trouble.
people when I meet them in this kind of scenario though.
Don't down, down, down. Hey Daniel.
One.
Hey.
We're doing okay. One. Phil blew his lines like 40 times.
Well, aren't they all like that?
Huh?
They're all like that.
Well, some are pretty good.
Do you know what your next
I
project
I practiced one here, and it came out shitty. Look at it. I was trying to draw a frog in my throat,
Oh, really?
which I have in my scenes.
That's
So I
true.
wrote it out instead of. What did I draw when I was here? I was up. Fucking frog in there. I drew one here, but he's terrible. See him?
Well, that one's kind of got more of a dragon feel to it.
Yeah, it does, and it looks like a lizard. Yeah. Horned toad, horned frog. Remember those horned frogs, the horned toads in the desert?
In the desert?
Yeah, they're a lizard.
Are they
They're called
brown?
horned toad. They have a horn on them, little horn.
So they had lots of horns on them. They actually have like a.
But they do have on the head more than on the rest.
Oh.
Yeah, they really have. I worked with a Mexican beaded lizard. With
You
Peckinpah.
worked with them?
Yeah, we killed them in the goddamn show. They had a protest from the other actors.
Are you serious?
Killing, yeah. This son of a bitch was that big, and they painted him like a Gila monster. It's the same thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Really, but they're all one color.
Uh-huh.
So they put a little. And then everybody objected to that. Big things on the bulletin board from animal lovers.
Right, right, right.
And if the Mexican beaded lizard bites you, he never lets go. So you have to cut his body off and then go to the doctor and pry the head off, and he just injects tons of venom into you. He had me down with this goddamn lizard. He had me talking to him. The lizard went like this. I didn't realize he was that poisonous. I had to do a scene with him. Then he blew him up because the guys are supposed to shoot him. Strother Martin and L.Q. Jones are supposed to shoot the lizard. And I'm going to eat him for dinner because I'm starving. I'm out there alone in the desert. I said, well, it's too bad, partner. After I did the thing, I picked my knife up. Boom, he explodes. He had so much charges. He blew this fucking lizard
movie was
into
this?
1,000 pieces. And then he says, Bobby, go get all those pieces again. It didn't come off right.
Doesn't he always start his films out that way? Where there's
No, this was
Which
about.
Peckinpah film starts out though with a scorpion?
Well, he did that, but yeah, but that was the Wild Bunch. Yeah.
Wild Bunch, right?
But this was Cable Hogue, Ballad of Cable Hogue. As he said in the movie, you can't get the cable whether you get the Hogue. You can't spell.
Moving towards their 8th consecutive week as champions, that's turning, you know. We have the kids, Richard, Julia, and Stanley. And our new adult challengers today, Mim, Louis, and Todd. Please say hello and welcome to the always ready host of What Do Kids Know? The sign is raising. Your favorite and my boss, Jimmy Gator. Boom, he comes out, downstage, in the music.
And
Videotapes are speeding.
rolling.
And 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2.
Right, as champions, we have the kids, Richard, Julia, and Stanley, and our new adult.
Let's stop. We'll go from the top again.
These 3 kids right here, I would not be surprised if it would be quite a while that they're going to be here. But today's a dangerous day because I have just met with the adult challengers backstage. And let me tell you, they pose quite a challenge for our youngsters. So,
The fucks are starting to build up now. I had this line in my sleep when I'm half drunk and going on, and Ricky Jay is supposed to be like saying, "Are you okay? Is everything all right?" So I'm thinking I can get through it, and then the original line is that Paul wrote is, "In my sleep, Bert." So as we shoot it, Paul says, "No, say in my fucking sleep, Bert." Man, I gotta do a movie that my kids can watch.
As soon as Cynthia goes, you come in. Bert, I gotta talk to you about something with you. And, just that. Me not saying anything? You can say anything you want. And so I have. And I won't stop. I haven't been thinking. You know, as it'll be like, as you're saying, I need to go, he'll be saying, why does this kind of shit always happen? You'll be on over each other. And as soon as he says that, Jeremy, just blank. Say it right as he's saying his line, so you're both at the same time. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, so he'll go,
Why does shit always happen?
No, just as soon as she says this is not the time to go to the bathroom.
Why does kind of shit always happen?
Try it one more time. So from Jesus Christ, Stanley.
Jesus Christ, Stanley, you can't go to the bathroom now. You have exactly 1 minute before we're on the air. Now is not the time to go to the bathroom.
Why does kind of shit always happen, Stanley?
Boom. And then you lock. Yeah.
Rolling.
No, it tracks with her. Too bad. We have 17 minutes. Make it just sort of harder. Close your eyes a little bit.
Like, squint?
Yeah, just down a little bit. No, just close your eyes a little bit. Just like that. Do that. Do that. It's good. It's good.
Are you dying?
You know, I'm bummed. We get a groove on, you know, and then we were just right. We were going and going and going. Well, the kids have to go.
Oh, who the hell would put their life's working on kids? I don't fucking get it.
No, you're fine, guys. That's fine.
And the more he's sort of like losing it, the more I'm in control. You're going to be okay.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Don't plan it, you guys. Don't,
Okay, all
because
right.
it'll be messy. It'll be great.
Okay, fine.
Speed. Mark.
Here you go. I just lost my husband in September after 41, well, it'd be 41 years now, but 40 years of marriage. But he wanted to do this play very much. You know, he said, I want to do this play, Eileen, I can do it, I can do it. And this is just a year and a half ago when we started it. And so every night, you know, I'm like holding my breath. He had neuropathy from the chemo. He could hardly feel his feet some night. He couldn't feel his feet on stage. I didn't know if it's going to fall when we did the dance thing and everything. And then it's at the beginning of the second act, he'd be backstage over there on that side. I'm backstage on this side, about to go out on this scene that we have together. And we would do this whole, like, Gene, what's his name? Gene dancer. Gene Kelly, yeah, Gene Kelly routine, because we had the umbrellas. We're going out with umbrellas, you know, and he had his umbrella and I had my umbrella, and we ended up doing a whole routine together. So we had this wonderful time together before he died, and every time I think of it, it was like, because he was always asking me, can't we get married again? Can't we, you know, say our vows, you know, restate our vows? And I said, no, that's like saying it didn't happen in the first place. You know, I don't want to restate it. I know I love you, and you know you love me. You know, but this play did. It really did it, you know, better than if we'd gone to church to do it. It was just amazing.
You know what I mean? It's kind of like when you come in here, go down to the score. The score gets you up to Philip. It doesn't even matter. Bring it over here.
I know where I am at certain
Not
times.
really. We kind of don't care. We're like off-camera lines become floaty things.
Okay.
This is a floater section. It's like,
But is there a point where I absolutely have to be right on Stanley at a certain line, or it can be a little late, a little early?
we'll always end up there at the end, I promise. I promise. Alright, let's shoot. How many takes do you think I'll do?
25.
25 is right. Very nice. What will the final running time of this motion picture be? One at a time, one at a time. 3 hours, 25. 3:15? 3:25.
88 minutes.
3:10. Very nice. 88 minutes for the prologue. That's right. The correct answer is 3 hours and 50 minutes, 15 minutes including credits. How much money will it make? $1.
I really don't know.
But you can't say. But you can't say. But you won't say.
I don't know.
Won't say.
What? No, I don't. I don't know what I've done.
Yes, you do.
Rose, if I told you that I knew, would you stay?
No.
But I don't know what I've done.
You should know better. Can I say?
What do you want to say?
Fucking.
Yeah.
I'm the only person.
It's fun, yeah.
Doesn't get to say.
Yeah.
Even the kids get to say it.
Fucking know better.
Would it be easier if it was well then? Well then you should know better? I mean, fucking is fine too, but,
Well, then you should know.
No.
It's got to be. You should.
Fucking know better.
Something. Know
Good,
better.
do it.
You should
Do it. Try it.
fucking know better. I don't think I can say it.
Yeah, no, what if you, I don't, what if you just said know better?
Too late. You should know better. Does it make sense to you?
Yeah?
Know better.
That's fucking great. I love
Get it?
Yeah, exactly. The one thing to set for here, because this is just making, just so Jeff can really get it on the dolly move, is when you, exactly when you stand up. Yes, it's, so make it, yes you do, say yes you do, stand up.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
so it's
and I'll
yes
do
you
it. I'm
do,
gonna do it
and
more or
in the
less in
stand.
slow motion anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes, you do.
Let's do it. Ready. So John, I've written you something. Adam, let's just.
Yeah, I'm slowly picking people out.
I've written you something that, like, you know, I don't know. I mean, it's the total, it's the verbalization of what's going on. Do you want to just sort of say this out loud in a sort of tone, you know, hushed sort of tone?
I just wanted to come here to say something important, something that you said. You said we should say things and do things, and not lie or keep it back or these sorts of things that eat people up. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that what you said, Gloria. And I can't let it go. I can't let you go.
Oh, the Hudson sprayer, JC? The windshield? How you doing, Robert? You ready for a spritz?
And roll camera. Turn. And frog. Frog. Frog.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah.
Still rolling.
Cool.
Can I see that again? Yeah, of course. Okay, let's just do one more of these then.
Am I gonna make it?
To the end of the show or the end of the night?
The end of the night.
Or as a career?
The end of the bright spot, the end of the kids, the end of this fucking motherfucking sequence.
This is when I want you to start saying, let's get his money and go. You know, that whole section. Start saying it right when you're ready. Cut! Cut. All right, let's just look at a 50 real quick.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's get his money and go! Get his money, Dad! Did you get it? Did you get his money, Dad? Let's go!
We should redo both of the voices. Yeah.
With the two shot, we can.
Two shots fine. Two shots fine.
I'm sorry.
So it's a recreation of what we did yesterday, everybody. I really screwed up yesterday and missed a little beat, so we gotta get it again.
Let's pull that down.
Dad, what the heck is going on?
Yeah, say it again, Dad.
Did you get his money, Dad?
Be quiet.
We gotta get his money and go.
Stay
Did you
quiet.
get his money?
No.
Come on, Dad.
Be quiet and be quiet now.
Just give me your money.
Hey!
Yeah, just like that. Good.
You ain't got no support. You were good. If you were right here, you could
Alright. Fuck, man. It's okay. You're doing good. Okay.
And Paul.
We've been filming forever, Mark. Don't you think we've been filming forever?
You tell me. You're the boss.
Yes, we've been filming forever. 60 days is, I think, the maximum.
Okay, just give a count.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, we got lucky. It still works.
That's none of your business. I need corrective oral surgery. I need the braces now. That's none of your business. That's none of your business. Give me a second. Fine. That's none of your business. I've been a good worker. A good and loyal worker for you, you fucking asshole.
Come on! Come on! What's going on?
I fell.
Frogs!
I've been slimed.
Oh, brother.
Don't worry
What
about
happened?
it.
Oh, man. You okay? Oh, man. Okay, I gotta find a phone. Stay here. Don't move. Great. John, you alright? Where's John? John C., come back.
You went for a phone.
Hey, you guys hit me? How many confirmed hits on this platform? One, maybe two?
I know 2 people for sure who went to bed Friday night and around 11:30 normal times and said, "Oh, I'm gonna sleep till like late afternoon tomorrow. It's gonna be great because I don't have to do anything on Saturday." I woke up at like 8 o'clock in the morning, 8:30 in the morning. And went, how is that possible? I wanted to get some sleep. It was 8:30 Sunday morning. Completely lost all of Saturday.
I'll do one more. That was good. Wait. I'm gonna go for it. I can get it. I know I can. Sucker. Fuck it. Here. Have my fucking keys. Take them. One more.
Good. That was good.
Here.
Can I ask you what you thought of the script when you first read it?
thought it was astounding, and I went to Paul and I said, it's great, it's a little long. He goes, you fucking cocksucker, I'm not gonna cut one goddamn word of this thing. Everyone says, I'm only gonna cut one word. So then I talked to Julianne Moore. I said, what'd you think of the script? She says, it's amazing. It's a little long. I said, did you tell Paul that? She said, yeah. And I said, what did he say? He said, you fucking cocksucker, I'm not gonna cut one goddamn word. It's an amazing journey. We'll see. I can't wait to take it. You know what I mean? It's one thing to read it on the page. It'll be astounding to see it all together.
It's not an hour before charcoal. It's about charcoal.
15 minutes away from charcoal.
15 minutes from charcoal.
209?
Mark Rance, you know, no one
Charcoal's
cares
all
about
late.
this fucking movie anymore, okay? There's more important things.
Yes, charcoal's late.
There's life and love. And
No, charcoal started about. Charcoal's.
Cut!
Okay, thanks, Liam. Bye. No, I mean, so no, Boogie Nights was actually still a pretty sort of small film, kind of. I think we still had the mentality of Sydney, a little bit. You know, we went into it saying, oh, we're making a sort of low budget film, but it happens to be a big film. So.
Yeah, the story had let us go.
Right, but I think everyone, I remember when we were hiring, we only hired people who kind of had sort of the sensibilities of being able to do sort of more independent, lower budget stuff. This film, I think we spent a lot of money. But it's a big story, I guess. You know, we're spending $10 million on effects, so I think
I'm feeling about Magnolia at the moment.
I'm happy it's ending. I can tell you that much. Let me just look at this wall here. There, look. January, February, March, April, May, and now fucking June. It's gone on quite a long time. Because remember, we prepped this also. So we prepped it back in July, August, September. Yeah, September. I was on this before that. We were doing a budget last June. So by now, it's kind of like, you know what? It's a long time. It's actually, I think a lot of people are ready for it to finish. I mean, it's some pretty wild stuff. I mean, I could ask you this question. I mean, just imagine, the bit when we shot Tom Cruise feels like another movie. That was back in January. When we did the kids show, that felt like another movie. When we did Claudia's apartment and the whole lamplighter. It's funny, you know what it is? It's definitely the biggest thing I've ever done. And yes.
You know, you're not alone. That's how everybody describes the movie, as making like 5 different little movies that
it is.
Somehow they're going to end up together.
We know it, especially since we got the actors to work like in 3 to 4 week clumps. So actually what happened is you would shoot their story and then they'd go and then you'd go to the next, which actually for Paul it's kind of good because I think he got to have continuity with the actors. But it's I imagine most people also must be happy it's over, nearly ended, or at least from a production point of view. I mean, Joanne and Dylan and Paul, they've still got to edit the thing, which you can imagine if it took us 90 odd days to shoot it, it was going to take, I don't know how many days to edit it.
Once a year.
Exactly. It's funny because when Paul, I remember when he first told us about this project, he kept saying it's this small little film he has called Magnolia, and we were like, oh great, something small would be nice. It actually turned into the biggest thing. It's like every page had like something complicated, visual effects, stunts, rain, locations. I mean, it was pretty, it's not your run-of-the-mill movie.
Stuff. We need to just get it down to rhythm and bum,
Exactly.
bum, bum.
Right.
Because you've got there's extra voicings going on in. It sounds like dum, bum, bum, doing a thing that's going from the second to the third beat.
Okay.
Should try and thin that out.
Okay.
Still bum, two, bum, do that.
So maybe just one.
So the G, B
off.
flat, G is still important in terms of the melody. G, 2, B flat, G, 2, 3, G, 2.
Okay. Don't ignore somebody's girlfriend.
Okay. I know one thing I do now.
Do you have any funny or special anecdotes to share about
I'm a reporter in Kansas City. We do entertainment reports on the weekend news, just little stories about new movies coming out or whatever. And so we like to kind of preview the new releases.
Okay, we're gonna start in a single shot, please. Then go to a two shot when I say hola. We're starting a two shot, zooming to a single, various shots. Okay?
We're rolling.
Okay, I'm coming. 3, 2, 1. Siempre quiso hacer cine, aunque nunca asistió a clase. Lo único que necesitó fue ver largometrajes. Su primera película fue Heart 8. Luego le siguió la aclamada Boogie Nights. Ahora Paul
making a picture like Patch Adams' Magnolia. Magnolia is
I don't know. Have your people talk to my people.
personal Magnolia. Patch Adams is more.
Have your people talk to my people.
Anyway, Ricky plays her father. Go nuts there, dude.
Go nuts.
Oh, the camera again.
If I gotta ask one more goddamn question about Paul Thomas Anderson,
How great am I?
I'm gonna kill
How
somebody.
great am I? How great am I?
How's that for Paul?
How great am I?
Paul? How great am I?
How great am I?
No, what did you order for lunch?
I'm like, I work with him because he's dumb. That's what I said.
Did you do the poster?
Yeah.
It's a great poster. The flower poster.
Yeah. I did the poster, I did the trailer, I
What do
did
you mean you
everything.
did the poster? It was you conceived it and someone drew it for you?
Exactly. I had to fight for it too.
So is Cruz in the poster now or not?
Yeah, he's there.
Okay.
He's there a little bit, and then like second week wide release, we'll like bring him out more, put him in a different spot, so highlight him a little bit more. It's gonna make fun of Phil.
You know, he developed the film too. Yeah, he sent it to a lab. He just didn't like the work they were doing, so he set up a lab in his bathroom and he developed the film.
It has that Batman look to it.
He ground the lenses that we used in this film.
So you excited?
Yeah.
You ready for the walk down the carpet and all that?
Yeah. Don't know who that bit.
She has to interview.
Oh, that's right. You're gonna get interviewed and.
Don't remind
What else
her.
happens?
Don't talk to me about it. I just have to do it. You just need to do it like
No,
Jennifer.
no. It's good for you. No, come on.
I like to be the quiet, silent one that makes it all happen.
Thank God. I wonder if people take 6:30 seriously. There we go. Throw it out the window. Okay. Ready, Marky? Here we go. The other side. Here we go. Alright. Okay. Ready? We got everything? Ready.
Hey, man. Thanks for your phone call. How are you?
Hey, Bill.
Oh, your shot. Hold on.
So it says here in my speech, hi, I'm Bob Shea. Okay, thank you. First of all, let me offer a very brief but very warm holiday greeting to all of you from all of us at New Line. And a very, very special warm welcome and congratulations to Julianne Moore for her honor as Best Supporting Actress. Philip Seymour Hoffman for his honor as Best Supporting Actor. The entire cast of Magnolia for Best Ensemble Performance. And the great synthetic ensemble. Magnolia the movie is one of the top 3 motion pictures of the year, all as voted today by the National Board of Review. Congratulations. But anyhow, here he is, lo and behold, along with his producer Joanne Seller, Paul Thomas Anderson.
So I just wanted to thank everyone for coming this evening, and I hope you have a really enjoyable evening. I wanted to thank everybody who's involved in the movie for all their hard work. A huge thank you to Bob Shea and Michael Lynn and everyone at New Line, especially Mike DeLuca and Lynn Harris for their never-ending support. Our fantastic cast for their brilliant performances. A special thank you to John Lesher, Bumble Ward, Jennifer Barons, our editor Dylan Titchener, Leon Dudevois, and our co-producer, my husband, Daniel Lupi. But most of all, I want to thank Paul for creating creating an amazing movie that I am so, so proud of being a producer on.
I feel so detached from it. Don't you feel detached from it?
I do. I feel very detached from it tonight.
I mean, it's not. It's totally
It's
not.
like something that you knew so intimately,
Yeah.
and it became completely an object.
Yeah, totally.
People talking about it to you, and you're going, right. Whoa.
Right. I mean, I feel so far away from it right now. Oh, God damn it. Like it's the fucking girlfriend that Dupar's restaurant, bakery. What
Yes, finish that
fuck?
sentence. Finish that sentence.
Something
Is
like,
the girlfriend there what?
you know, is just not there for you.
Action. You two. You're embarrassing all of us. Do it again. Boogie Nights made money. Boogie Nights made money. You want to be the only one that... Keep it up. Do it again. You're embarrassing us. Stop it. Just stop for a second. What did I tell you? It's too fucking long, okay? There's too many blow-ups. It's all just too fucking too. Smart enough. Yeah. Boogie Nights wasn't like this. Sydney's not like this. Huh? You want to come back home and be embarrassed in front of them? You're the only child that's too long. Smart enough. Do it again. Good. Good. What kind of ending was that? Tell you something. People don't care about her smiling. Do it again. No, look fake. Do it again. Good. Yeah. Just run away. That's great. That's great. Just hide in the closet with all your length and your frogs. No, get up. No one cares anymore. Stop it. Stop. No one cares. You're done. That's it. We thought it was a grown-up, but clearly it's not ready to go into the world yet. You're not ready. You're not ready. And when people say that you're too long, you're too long. Okay? Do your friends tell you that the Jason Robards monologue is not too long? They're lying. They're lying to you. They're trying to make you feel better. You're working out your psychoses at everyone else's 850. No one cares. Why couldn't you? No, no, no. It's okay. Okay. We still love you. You're no Boogie Nights. Yeah.
The Golden Berlin Bear to the film Magnolia von Paul Thomas Anderson.
I just would want to say thank you to the jury. Thanks a lot for liking this movie because it helps and it's very encouraging when you get prizes, when you really, just it's very encouraging to keep working hard. And thank you to my cast and to this amazing city, which is a great place to show a movie, and especially in this building. It's an amazing place to watch your own movie. And thank you to Moritz, the director of the festival, and I'm on the stage with some really talented people, and this is just wonderful. Thank you so much for giving me this. Thank you very much.